Today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to do the new update, which is the SuperInfenction. So, let's get right into it. So what you're going to do, you are then going to come down here. You will see all of this new stuff that I've done. So, what you will do is, first things first, you need to get tech points. Well, actually, you start with some. So once you've started with some, you then click your hand on there, and now you have 4 to choose from: platforms, where you can put a platform out in front of you; dash, where you can throw it and then yank yourself back, quite good; long arms, I don't really like long arms aren't really great, but you know. And now thrusters. These thrusters is what I have chosen to do. So that one will be your base, and you can see that you have to have 8 and you have to have vibrating springs. Now you'll be like, how do I get the vibrating springs? So what you would do, this is to collect any resource as well, like, no, I don't see any right now, like the strange wood, which looks like that. So once you have that, put it in there, it'll disappear, and then once you do that, you then come over here and you'll see I now have another vibrating spring. So once you have that, you will see here you can click dispense and then dispense. That will then dispense what you purchased. So not with real money, it's just with, you know, in-game stuff. So you can then grab it with that one, and then you will then hover it over there and let go. It will then click into place. Then once you do that, you will see nothing. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That will allow you to fly. So wherever you point your hand, as you can see for that little booster, that decides where you go. So if I want to go up, if I want to go forward, okay, and it can be used to get to all sorts of places. They're quite useful actually. So, as you may see, there is this bar. Now, on these smaller ones, it's only on a little bit, so it's not as big, but you will see that is now going up. So that is your jet fuel, essentially. So, if it's all gone, if it's black, then that means you cannot do it. If it's, you know, all colourful, that means you can. Now, also, this is what the strange wood looks like. You can find it anywhere in this map. And then, I was going to say, if that went in, yeah. That went in, there we go. So, what you will then do once you've got your first gadget, you can then see somewhere on this board, you will see your name, how many tech points, and these quests. So usually this would say, I don't know, get 5 tigs, or tags, because it's American. So yeah, now once you do those, you then get a tech point. Now, I was a bit confused at first because it was like, help another monkey get, I don't know, springs or whatever, and I was like, what? How do I do that? So, what I find to be quite useful, either you just stay here and wait for them to get springs, but that's a bit boring, or you go get the spring, come here, you stick it there, and then you're like, yeah, and then, yeah, you just, I mean, I'm always on the side, that, because I definitely know that works. So then when they put that in, that will then count towards. Now, there is only 6 quests per day, which is a bit annoying. And also, as you can see here with your shiny rocks, you can then buy tech points. So you then do purchase, pending purchase, then you do confirm, and then once you have other tech points, you have other resources, what you can then do, you can then get other ones. So for example, I'm going to get dash because I find this the hardest to grasp. So let's get the dash yo-yo, and we will then do research. So you then research, and then there we go. Don't need them anymore. Yes. And now, the more you upgrade, the better they will be. So, for example, that is an internal engine helps you pull towards the low, so that increases your speed, and that decreasing weight while maintaining. In what does that mean? Okay, faster and further. Okay, so for example, now that's what it can do. It's pretty cool. So what you do now, loads of people do this. So. And then it doesn't work for them. What you have to do, I'll do it in slow-mo. And if you go like that, hold, and then, so just tap it. And then when you want to then grab, so yeah, just try and master throwing it first. And then once you've done that, I'm just going to throw this in slow-mo so you'll see where my finger goes like that. Goes green. So, like that. Now, once you have done that, you can then do that, throw it, and then you then grab this finger and yank yourself. So, and then it'll go red. And then you can just run on people. Oh my. Yeah, I will say I've still not exactly mastered it, but yeah, it's not bad. So for example, if I wanted, yeah, so it's like a dash. It doesn't pull you directly to where you threw it. It just pulls you in that direction. And you can click that button anytime you want. Now, just to say, you can combine these. Wait, let me just swap these around. I don't know why, but I prefer having the yo-yo on the right and the boost on the left. So, this is useful when you want to get to place. So, let's say I want to go there. Go up. Okay, yeah, and then you yank yourself, and then you then go on there. I will say, it can be a bit hard to master. So, now we'll move on to long arms. Now, I do not have long arms because they kind of suck. Well, I mean, other people beg to differ. But, yeah, I don't think they're great. Because, basically, obviously, you have a long arm. You cannot grab. Oh. So, yeah, like, you'd be able to use it there to then get onto that branch. So, yeah, with the with the long arms, they're not overly great, but they work. They get the job done. They work as long arms, except you can't move your fingers. And I suppose you can combine them with these by just holding them, but they do clip onto that as well. So that is that. Now the last one is platform. Now platform, you have a little round thing that clips on. Every time you click, it then spawns a platform in front of you, depending on the way you're facing. So if my hand was facing like that, it'd go in front of me. If it was facing like that, it would then go below me. Now, this can be quite useful. Because, for example, let's say I want to get that straight wood over there. You would then be able to, jump, place a platform, and go on. However, you don't actually need that, as you could use the rocket to boost over, or the yo-yo to then get over, and then go. Oh, I got it, and then get the strange wood. And also you just use the booster. Now, what strange wood around here. What I find works really well is when you have the boosters. You have the booster and the yo-yo. That works pretty well. Because then, like that. It's so simple. Now, if you guys have any questions, or you didn't understand anything, please drop a comment. I'll respond to every comment. And also just to say, sadly, Aiden couldn't make it for this video. He's doing something. So, yeah, that's why it's just me. But, yeah. Hope this helps. Bye-bye. Farewell, my friend.